Good evening, everyone. I'm ABC24 meteorologist CJ Cartledge here. Hopefully, everybody is still, recovering from the Saturday storms that blew through the Memphis area and blew through most of the Mid-South here. There was a lot to mention associated with those storms. Not only just the one that moved through Memphis, but also the one that moved through eastern Arkansas, bringing the large hail. We have the potential to see more storms very similar to that, if not slightly weaker in intensity as we move into tomorrow here. So here is the latest details of what's going on as of right now here. Here's a live look outside through our East Memphis camera, and at the very moment, we're seeing a little bit of some breezy conditions right now, and also a friend right there, one of the bees flying into the camera. But we are also seeing some spotty cloud cover as well at the very moment out there near East Memphis. Current conditions at the very moment are sitting at around 92 degrees for Memphis, Corinth at around 91 degrees, Oxford 91 as well, West Memphis 92, and 91 as well for Batesville. 92 is actually the temperature that we saw at the highest for today. So that was definitely a little bit of relief as compared to what we have been dealing with throughout the past week or so. Actually close to 2 weeks now here around the Mid-South with the high heat and humidity. And thankfully, we're not seeing any triple digits as of right now, let alone we didn't see any for today outside of potentially feels like temperatures. But actual temperatures right now across the Mid-South, Dyersburg around 87, 90 for Truman, 91 for Forest City, 93 by Clarksdale, around 91 for Holly Springs as well as Oxford. Looking at that dew point out there, still pretty high at the very moment, so we could definitely see a couple of upper 90s, if not lower triple digits at the very moment here. One triple digit by Forest City, 98 for Memphis. It feels like 97 by Corinth and Bolivar, as well as near Covington as well, and feels like 99, very close to that 100-degree mark over there by Tunica and Clarksdale. Let's get into the details, though, of the more important details of what we could see throughout the next 7 days. And that looks to be for tomorrow here, this weather impact alert that will go in effect starting in the morning hours, because we could see some spotty storms across the Mid-South heading into around the sunrise hours, if not just before sunrise. We could see a couple of storms pop up over there in eastern Arkansas and slowly make their way down to the southeast across the Mid-South region here. This is for the daytime hours on our Wednesday. No specific time frame here just yet, because the models are, showing a lot of discrepancies. Some are showing some waves in the morning, not much happening in the evening, and others are showing something happening in the evening, but not much in the morning hours. So still plenty of uncertainty as of right now to call a certain time for when these storms will roll through the Mid-South here. But what you can do is have a way to receive weather alerts on your phone as we move through tomorrow for sure, because that will let you know if there's a severe storm approaching your area, as well as if a severe storm is coming to your area very soon within the next few hours or so. Make sure to download that ABC24 app, as it will do just that for you. And also pay attention to the forecast as we move through the rest of today, throughout the rest of this show, as well as in the 9 p.m. show on the CW30, as well as 10 p.m. here on ABC24. You can also tune in tomorrow morning, where meteorologist Daniel McDonald will be talking to you about the latest of what he sees getting closer and closer to when the storms may form here. Now, looking at the severe threat for our Wednesday, there is a slight risk for severe weather as of right now, shown in the yellow color, which denotes level 2 out of 5 on the severe weather scale, and level 1 out of 5 for those shown in the green color. Now, we're on the lower end of the scale in terms of, if everybody will see severe weather, obviously. Thankfully, we're not dealing with any of the 3, 4s, or 5 level that you see there on the screen, which is the orange, red, and the pink color. You do not want to see those colors there on a severe weather day, but you don't want to see any of these colors for that matter. But as we move into tomorrow, we're dealing with a level 2 risk as well as a level 1 risk. But most of the eastern half of the Mid-South will be dealing with the level 2 out of 5 risk here. Here's our severe hail threat. Here are the areas that will be seeing the higher chance for severe hail. But as you can see, it's only a 5% risk of occurring. But with these strong to severe storms that are possible, many of them will remaining baseline, which means quarter-size hail is possible, which means hail with a diameter of around an inch. So not bad in terms of hail, but hail is hail, and you do not want to see it falling from the sky, all in all. Our tornado threat remains very, very low. very low chance of occurring at all for any part of the Mid-South heading through tomorrow. But our severe wind risk, that's the one to mainly watch out for, and that's the one that caused some problems here on our Saturday, knocking out over 129,000 MLGW residents power here. And some are still without power as of right now, and it's in the tens of thousands at the very moment in terms of that number that is still not does not have power at the very moment in terms of in MLGW residents. But here's a severe wind risk, and it shows very similar color coding as compared to that severe risk as a whole for the Mid-South here. And in terms of our flooding threat, good chance of flash flooding is occurring or is going to be on the table for those shown in the yellow color, and the green color slightly lower chance for flash flooding. Here's a look at your hour-by-hour forecast here. It shows that we will be dealing with mostly dry conditions through the evening hours, but not so much heading through the rest of the night here. We could see a couple of isolated storms start to pop up in our far southwestern portions of the region there, just south of Wynn and into our southern and eastern Arkansas counties there. That may dissipate, but we could see another batch of storms start to form in the far northern portions of the region, according to this model. As we move through the midday hours, things may calm down a little bit from what I've been seeing with the different model runs here and what is showing here on the screen, as you can see. But as we move through the afternoon hours, we can start to see a pickup in that activity for strong to severe storms around the region. And as you can see, some heavy rainfall, potential for damaging winds, as well as the potential for large hail seems to be, heightened, I would say. It would be a little bit more heightened as we move through the later afternoon and into the evening hours, close to around sunset. We should watch that line of storms or that cluster of storms slowly make its way out of the region as we move through the rest of the evening. Tonight's forecast, we're expecting temperatures to drop into the lower to mid 70s outside of Memphis, which could potentially see the upper 70s out there. And as we move into tomorrow, during the afternoon hours, we can see temperatures rise to only the upper 80s, mid and upper 80s for some areas. 90 by Dyersburg, 88 for Covington, 91 for Memphis, and 94 by Clarksdale. But as you can see, a lot of rainy icons are on the screen there. So that means most, if not all of us, will be hit by any types of rain showers or storms. But our muggy meter shows that we'll be dealing with high humidity at least until we hit our Thursday. We'll start to see a dip in that humidity heading into Friday. And we may be feeling nice and comfortable heading into our Saturday, but temperatures will still be in the lower to mid 90s. And upper 80s for some regions. But as you can see, lower humidity is expected. That feels like temperatures staying in the mid and upper 80s out there. So little to no humidity is expected here, but we may be dealing with dry heat by the time we reach our weekend, and more humid heat as we move into next week. Not much rain is expected through the next 7 days from now until next Tuesday here. Most of that will be coming from this chance for rain as we move into tomorrow. Here's a look at our full 7-day forecast, though. Weather impact alert will be going into effect tomorrow during mainly the daytime hours. We're going to start it off in the 6 a.m. show for tomorrow in the morning and last through the daytime hours and until this threat dies down heading into the evening. But as we move into Thursday and Friday, conditions get a bit drier out there, and temperatures stay around the same level as they once was before on our Wednesday. But as we move into Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, that temperature is going to crank back up into those 90s, more and more into the 90s, that is. But the humidity will not be cranking up by much here. We'll stay in a very comfortable type of range here, more than likely into the 60s out there, not so much of the 70s as we move into next week. So we won't be dealing with high heat and humidity, just the high heat, more of the dry heat out there. It's definitely imperative to stay hydrated as you go about that time in the forecast. But for now, make sure to please pay attention to the forecast as we move through the rest of today and into tomorrow. Coming up after the break, meteorologist Daniel McDonald has your regional weather forecast.